A&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday night Roundtable time. I'm your host tonight, Big B. Adam, our beloved Ace, he's got some family stuff going on. We might see him, might not, I don't know. But next to me, we got our man, Crispy Bacon. How you doing?
Doing good. How's everybody doing tonight?
All right. And then one of our very staple guests that's on MI6, probably the co-founder of this Roundtable topic and stuff. Trevor, how you doing, bud? It's been a while.
Pretty good. I've been busy with other things, but doing work on the MI6. I know MI6 YouTube channel just crossed over 10,000 plays, so we're doing good on stuff like that. So excited about that and celebrating that as well.
That's good to hear. Good to hear on that end. So, guys, typically our viewers, we don't talk too much sports. It's kind of just a bunch of random topics. Once in a while, we might throw out some sport topics and see what our thoughts are. Like, anybody watching the Winter Olympics at all? Trevor, you watching any of the Winter Olympics? What do you think so far?
I've been watching some of the skiing events. I saw like the biathlon with the skiing and shooting, which was thrilling to the finish with for the medal contending race. Came down to the wire. The person was like 9 seconds back and they closed the gap, and I think they ended up winning it. It was ridiculous how they did it.
Nice. How about you, Chris? You been watching any of the Winter Olympics at all?
Off and on, but I haven't, I've been trying to keep up with it, but I haven't sat down and watched a full day or night of Olympic coverage, no.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, the time difference, we kind of get the results early. For me, I kind of keep up on a little bit of everything. Hockey we get to see every day, so I don't really pay close attention to that, but like curling, bobsledding, the luge, the skiing events, stuff like that we don't see. It kind of intrigues me. Trevor, I don't know if you know, but Wednesday when this all started, the Olympics, after Sports Minute, myself, Callan, Isaiah, and James Gonzalez all stayed on after Colin linked up his computer. We all watched the U.S. Curling for the first night, watched it, broke it down some backstage. But it's a Winter Olympics. So if you guys could choose a sport to do in the Winter Olympics, what would you do? Trevor, what would you do?
I feel like the most minimal effort, it would say, is curling. I think anybody, from any respective age, you could probably go to like 5 or 6 Olympics for curling without a problem if you're a good curler. So I'm like saying, if I want to be like, a Michael Phelps and all that stuff and win a lot of gold, master curling, and I could be there for like 30 years somehow.
Yeah, no, but listening to those curlers, I was watching the interview with Taylor, and he said it's a lot of work, and that's why he didn't do it this year, but he's doing a lot of promoting of it. So I'm with you, though, Trevor. I think curling to me would be my number one sport I'd try. Bobsledding, unless you're Isaiah, then it's jumping into this car-looking thing and going down the slide. And luge, but luge kind of scares me because there's nothing on there. It's like a sled, and you're going, 30, 40 miles an hour. So Chrissy chimes in, I can't keep up with the Olympics. Yeah, it's tough to keep up with them.
It is.
So, Chris, what would you try if you had a chance to do a winter event?
I would say curling, but also maybe bobsled. Or not bobsled. I can't remember now.
Okay. No, bobsled has always intrigued me. You got the movie Cool Running. How they do it. Chrissy also charges ski jumping and snowboarding. Yeah, I've never been a skater, so snowboarding and skiing, I don't know. I just never liked it. Living in Minnesota, we get the snow and stuff, but
You're like, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. So moving on. This weekend is the Super Bowl. So first off, Trevor, I haven't heard your take yet. What did you think about the playoffs so far, and who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I think the playoffs, the last, like the divisional round and the conference championships, actually came to what we wanted to be. We got the best teams in, though we all kind of complain about the playoffs being expanded a little bit, but we ended up getting I guess you could say, the best matches in the last 10 years, maybe. Games going to double overtime. I shouldn't say, I guess, double overtime, but both games going into overtime. So
Yep.
I think we got a good playoff experience. Cincinnati shocked the world having no offensive line getting to the Super Bowl.
Well,
so that's going to be a lot of head scratching.
Yeah, no, but there is one host that picked Cincinnati at the beginning of the playoffs to do that.
Yep.
And that was our own J-Mac, and we all laughed at him. So
We did.
yeah, I'm glad Cincinnati's there, but who do you got in the Super Bowl there, Trevor?
I'm just thinking it's the Rams. Like, I'm looking at like some of the stats because I'm building the script for 6 for 6, and literally their offense is matching each other. But the thing that's really going to be the deciding factor is that Rams defense. Can they just make it a terrible night for Joe Burrow and make sure he can't cross midfield? If he's able to do that, like the Rams defense is able to do that, this Super Bowl is going to go to the Rams. But if they don't do that, I would say you're going to get into a dogfight from start to finish, and whoever has the ball last is probably going to be the winner because we see Joe Burrow with a 2-minute drill and can go down and score without a problem.
Yeah, and honestly, what scares me the most about the Bengals is that they were down 21-3 against KC and came back. So, but Chris, what do you think of the playoffs so far, and who you got in the Super Bowl if you decided yet?
No, I mean both playoff matchups, or the playoffs in general have been really good. First round, they're okay. I don't know if they're, the best playoffs, but they're okay. It was in this divisional and conference championship games. We saw, better matchups that came down to the wire. As far as the, leading up to the Super Bowl, I think a lot of fans are just excited that, the Patriots, whether it's in New England or Tampa Bay, are not in it. We're going to get a new champion either way, and I'm hoping the Bengals get the victory. They haven't been since '88, but they haven't won it at all. Rams have been there a couple times. They did win a Super Bowl back in the '90s or early 2000s. So, but I'm hoping Cincinnati can pull it off.
Yeah, no, I mean, this playoff after the first round has just been phenomenal. That's kind of why I'm worried about, is the Super Bowl going to be a letdown and we're going to get a big blowout? Because that would just kill it. But I hope not. I mean, both teams look evenly matched. Trevor, you covered it. I hope it's a dogfight from the get-go. Touchdown for touchdown, field goal for field goal, punt for punt, pick for pick. I hope it's just one of those games where you try to outdo the other one, so that's what I don't have a pick yet. I'm still debating, but I hope it's a close dogfight. Sarge, the Minister of Defense, how you doing today, bud?
I don't know. As you can tell, I feel like I hit a brick wall.
Yeah. So,
you look like one of those people there at a comedy show and they have the brick wall behind them.
Oh, yeah. So far we talked about the Winter Olympics. Have you caught any of it, and what do you think so far?
It's been really not televised, or I should advertise as much as it used to. I have a theory about that, but that's a different day. But I know that Nathan Chen, the figure skater for the men's, broke a world record. The U.S. men's curling team, they went back to Applebee's because they lost. But the women's USA hockey, I believe they're 3-1 now. They beat Russia, they beat Sweden, but they couldn't get past Canada. But I'm looking forward to Sean White on the half pipe because he's supposed to hit some corkscrew, 900 corkscrew, I believe it was, and this is his last Olympics there is. So I think he's going to win gold.
I honestly didn't realize until I saw Shaun White's announcement. I didn't think he was still snowboarding. So,
I watch X Games every year. Only the Winter X Games. I love the Winter Olympics because it's more, for me, in my sense, it's more competitive. In my sense.
Yeah, no, that is true. So also, what winter sport would you like to give it a go if you could?
What events?
Yeah.
Well, I used to ski quite a bit, so it'll probably have to do probably slope style, hitting the rails in those big jumps. I used to be
Okay.
able to do those. I don't know if I can do them now.
Well, if you fall, you got the ice right there to kind of, hold the swelling down. So,
Yeah.
and then we just talked about the play. Then we just talked about the playoffs a little bit. Super Bowl predictions. What's your thoughts on the playoffs so far and going into the Super Bowl?
I'm going to agree with John Clayton, who used to be on ESPN, but now he's up here in the 710 ESPN radio now, up here in the Pacific Northwest. That's where he's at now. But he said, I have to agree with them. This is probably the best playoffs I have ever seen. I know there was a couple of blowouts, but these games have been fire, like what Jordan World changing in person, whatever that word is. But yeah, sorry if I mispronounced that name. But I'm rooting for the Bengals to win, but I don't think the Bengals are going to win. I think the Rams are going to win 25-18.
Okay, yeah, I'm still undecided. I just hope for a good game. So, speaking of the Super Bowl, I mean, most of us, have gone to Super Bowl parties or sit at home and have our own favorite dish. So, what do you guys look forward to at a Super Bowl party? What's like the main attraction? Trevor, I'll start with you. What's the main attraction when you go to a Super Bowl party for food wise?
I feel like you got to have wings. You can't have a Super Bowl
Yes.
party without wings. I think I shouldn't say a no-brainer, but I think it's like a staple item that you got to have. And then like chips and salsa.
But the question is now, can you afford it?
Yeah, no kidding. So, Cyrus, what about you? What's the staple that you look for at a Super Bowl party?
Man, I'm with Trevor on this one. I like buffalo wings, a lot of buffalo wings. I like the dry rubs. My favorite rub is actually from B-Dubs. It's their Desert Heat. I love that rub to death, but I got to go with Trevor on this one. It's the wings.
And Crispy, how about you? What do you look forward
Yeah.
to at a Super Bowl besides bacon?
I would say, wings or maybe some pizza. Just something you would normally see, at a tailgate or something like that. But
Yeah,
no,
I mean, hands down, it's the wings, barbecue wings, plain wings, garlic wings, buffalo wings. I mean, more wings the better. So I think that was a slam dunk right there on. And speaking of a guys that talks food a lot, so Isaiah, what is your go-to dish at a Super Bowl party? What's a must-have?
Ooh, a must-have, man. It's got to be for me, it's the chili cheese dogs because you got the hot dog, which is a staple at the Super Bowl parties, either hot dog or hamburgers. Plus, I love chili. Plus, you add some cheese there, man. It's just amazing. It's gorgeous. It's like heaven when it comes to a Super Bowl party. You got to have for me, anyways, you got to have your chili cheese hot dogs.
Well, I'm glad you said something normal because I was waiting for like chili cheese on top of a donut sprinkled out with some Fruit Loops. I mean, I didn't know where you were going with that, but yeah, chili dogs. I mean, that's not a bad thing to do. So
I wanted to say something wilder, but I got people around me here at the airport, so I got to keep it tame, so I don't look too crazy around here.
yeah, they get to know you. They'll know how crazy you are. All right, guys. So moving on. One of the most spent holidays, I guess. I don't know. Some guys think it's a made-up holiday just to give women some attention. Valentine's Day is coming up. Me and Sarge, we got the old ball and chain. Trevor, I don't know if you're with anybody, or been with anybody for Valentine's Day, but what is your guys' ideal date on a Valentine's Day? Sarge, I'll start with you since we're the veterans of this holiday.
So since we're veterans, a quiet night. I mean, yeah, if it's perfect, I mean, I would honestly, I really never gone like out to eat on Valentine's Day because it's ridiculous to find a place to eat. So it's we usually give each other cards or some candy or something like that. Then I spoil her and then we just watch a movie. That's about it.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. I mean, unless you're like first in line, it's gonna be heck to get unless you go to McDonald's or something. But but to go to a fine and dine restaurant, yeah, it's an arm and a leg, and it's a wait time. So I'm with Sarge. Cards, some candy, you know, maybe a lunch date somewhere, but and then home for a movie. So, Trevor, how about you? Valentine's wise.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. A nice low key night, but then there's also if you plan in advance, like going to like a play, watching something like that would be like a good alternative. And then maybe you come home and then you like cook together to spend that time and do like quality time with one another. I think that would be good. And then maybe get some candles and try to have your own candle at dinner to
There you
facilitate
go.
that.
There you go, ladies. Trevor's got the ideal date there. So
Swipe right.
that's why. Right. All right, Chris.
Swipe
How
left
about
on this
you?
one. Swipe left.
So, Chris, how about you? What would be your
Yeah.
ideal Valentine's date? I know you're still a young buck getting out there.
right.
So,
No, I agree. Just give them cards and flowers or something, and spend time with them, and just spend a quiet night.
all right, Mr. Isaiah. Valentine's Day's up the corner. What's your ideal Valentine's date? I can't wait to hear this one.
For me, I'm going lavish. And what I'm talking about is this. You got to go with your chocolate dipped strawberries, the brown ones, and the white chocolate, the milk chocolate, and the white chocolate dipped strawberries. Plus, which girl doesn't like 49ers tickets? I mean, it's amazing. You get, tickets to the
Well,
game.
let's ask one. Chrissy, you're on. Do you want 49er tickets for Valentine's Day? We'll see what the response is. So go ahead, Isaiah. 49er tickets. There's a waste of
49ers
money.
tickets with some chocolate dipped strawberries, and you got your red and pink balloons. It's perfect, man. It's a grand Valentine's Day gift.
All right. Well, we'll wait for Chrissy's answer. She would be one of the ladies to enjoy those 49er tickets. So, so let's see here. What else around the world? Trevor, you got anything? We haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? Got a topic you want to throw out there? Something to get off your chest here?
No, let's not talk about getting stuff off our chest from the phone.
Let's bring it on.
No, we won't talk about Sarge's little incident he told us last night. But anyways, so Trevor, you got something?
I'm more curious on how the Book of Boba Fett's going to end this season. I just so curious. Like, there's just so much going on, and I'm feeling like there's just not enough episodes in this first season to bring us to a good point where it's like, okay, there's a good stopping point for season one. I don't think we're quite there yet, but a lot of stuff happened in the most recent episode. I'm like saying they're bringing everybody, all these characters that I know and love, and I just don't want to spoil it for the people who haven't seen the latest episode. But I feel like we're almost close to that next episode. I feel like majority of people have seen it by now.
Yeah. What about you guys? What do you think of that topic there?
The chapters 5 and 6. It was probably the highlights of the whole entire show. Unfortunately, with me, I don't think there's going to be I don't want to spoil it, so that's what I'm saying.
How about you, Chris?
I haven't really seen it, but I know there's some shows that people have seen, and they do a cliffhanger or something, and it's like, oh, I can't wait for next season or whatever. And sometimes you have to wait a long time or just a few months. So I kind of understand.
Okay.
Seeing.
But I mean, I haven't seen it, but ain't that just the cliffhanger of all disappointments is where you think you're going to get answers after a season or whatever, and they don't do nothing. And it's just like, really, you just leave me out there, and then I gotta wait now, 6-7 months for another episode to come out and start of season 2. I mean, that just kind of kills me. all the time. Isaiah, how about you? I know you're on break, having a nice burger and stuff. So, what do you think of Trevor's take there?
To be honest, I don't even know. I have no idea whatsoever what that show is. Anyways, when I first heard about it from a coworker, I was like, Boba Fett. Might be must be a show about milk tea and those black pearls. And then I realized it's like a Star Wars type thing. I was like, oh, okay, I'm way off the mark with that one. But yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so
I
what's your thoughts on TV shows or movies not tying things up? What's your thoughts on that part then? Like Trevor was saying.
you know, I kind of don't like it. It's kind of like it reminds me of the movie Toy Story. You guys know that series, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
number 1, number 2, number 3, they were tied in. You had Andy, and you saw Andy's life growing up from being a little kid all the way to being a teenager. And then the fourth movie, I didn't like the fact that how Andy was not included in not the movie number 4. You barely heard anything from him, and it wasn't really tied up. Like, I'm a guy that likes if you're gonna make a sequel or make multiple movies in that series, I rather you have it tied up because so we can know the story from start to finish, rather than
But
you have a story and it's kind of incomplete. I don't really like that.
but the thing
Isaiah,
is, Toy Story did tie it up because Andy gave his toys away in movie 3. So this was all a whole new generation. So
Yeah, new trilogy we were working on
Yeah.
here. So I could see a Toy Story, 5 and 6, but I like how
I think
4
they made a
ended.
5.
all
I'm
right,
not
welcome
sure.
Chrissy to the show. How's it going, Chrissy?
Good. And by the way, Isaiah, no, it's not true. Not all women want 49ers tickets on Valentine's Day. And you need to seriously start watching Star Wars. Start from 1 all the way to 9 and then go into the series after all that.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I need to before I watch the new one, I gotta start all the way back from
All
the
the way.
70s and watch it all
the way.
throughout.
Well, see, that's where me and Sarge come into play.
Mhm.
The original Star Wars.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9. That's
Start with,
what I
episode
watched.
4, then go to 6, then do the prequels, then do the sequels, then you do Mandalorian, Boba Fett, do all that stuff.
There you go. You listen
You
to
might
her.
not regret it either.
I don't know. It's Isaiah. So
Yeah.
Chrissy, what's your ideal? Since you're the lady of the group, your ideal Valentine's date. I know you kind of mentioned just kind of sitting home, but I mean, if you could get out, what would be your ideal Valentine's date?
Probably maybe just go to like my favorite place in town for dinner with my husband. Maybe go out to there's a really good pizza place here
Okay.
that has like some of the best pizza I've ever had.
Go to Boris.
Cool.
Nothing fancy or anything like that.
All right. And then
Christy, go to Boris.
I've been to Boris once, just once, and that was with the spouse and his parents. That wasn't
Okay.
bad, but
okay.
I haven't been there in years, so.
So tracking back a little bit, what is the one food item that you look forward to at a Super Bowl party?
I usually look forward to maybe something like chicken tenders. Dip them in some
Okay.
barbecue sauce. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.
So good.
All right. I think 5 of us agreed chicken tenders, chicken wings, and then
Yeah.
Isaiah's looking for chili dogs. All
Yeah,
right.
chili dogs.
All right. So, Sarge, you got anything to, throw off your chest and not shave off your chest? I mean, any topics you see or come to mind?
I actually finished the whole Breaking Bad series,
Mhm.
and it was really good. And there's a movie called El Camino that's out there, and it's actually the what happens after Breaking Bad after
Ooh.
the series. Like it was like a week after the last scene. I recommend to watch it if you haven't watched it. It really ties in the whole entire show, and I'm not going to get into it because I'll spoil it on accident. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I haven't caught into the Breaking Bad season, so maybe I'll have to check that out to catch up with you guys.
Shocker, never watched it.
Yeah.
I don't think
watched
I've
it,
had
never
either.
watched it.
Yeah.
Like I just recently finished all of it, and
Ooh.
I don't think there was one bad episode.
No.
Okay. Chris, how about you? What you got on your mind there? Want to throw out before we start making Isaiah look funny again?
He has no problem doing that on his own.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it, kind of going back to the Super Bowl thing. If tickets were, I guess, accessible, like cheaper or whatever, would you go?
Nope. I'm not willing to spend
Only
that
if it
kind
was
of
my
money.
team. That's the only reason why I would go.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if it was the
wouldn't.
Cowboys,
Unless it
yes,
was
I'd
in
be
my
willing to do
city.
it, but other than that, no.
Yeah,
So you don't
I
have
mean,
to worry
If
what,
about
the
that,
city was
Christy.
easy accessible, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably go to one of those Super Bowl parties in that city just to see what that was like.
okay, so
Yeah.
here's the
Yeah.
question. Now we can roll off of that a little bit. Trevor, I don't know if you're much into pro wrestling or whatever, but I know us four are. Sasha Banks shirt.
Yeah.
So
Was the
would you
WrestleMania
guys
shirt with Bianca
rather?
Belair's on it too.
You could have picked an event that if you're not into wrestling that you would want to go to. So what would you guys rather do? Go to a Super Bowl or would you guys like to go to WrestleMania? So Chris, I'll start with you.
Me?
Yeah, you're Chris. Yep.
Sorry, I thought I heard something. Well, considering the Super Bowl's not here, and I guess WrestleMania is, I'd probably go WrestleMania.
Okay. Sarge, how about you?
I don't know if I won't join the Super Bowl, but I'll join the Super Bowl riot. So I'm gonna have to say WrestleMania.
All right, Trevor, how about you?
I have no, looking between the two. Obviously, the Super Bowl, is between two teams. But if it doesn't go as according to plan, it's a letdown. So if it's a blowout or just a really slow game, it's just basically 3 hours of my life gone. But if you look at WrestleMania, you can get some really good matchups, and you'll be entertained for the next, ever how long WrestleMania goes. Like, to be honest, I would rather go to WrestleMania and watch Undertaker and Shawn Michaels like the first time around. Because that was a classic matchup.
That was it's the classic match.
It was.
Chrissy, how about you? Because we know the Cowboys ain't getting to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So
okay, then I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to WrestleMania.
Yeah. Isaiah, how about you? Super Bowl, WrestleMania, or another big event that you enjoy watching?
Honestly, I would go to the Winter Olympics. I honestly would go to the Winter Olympics because, like, it's so fascinating to see, the skaters with their twirling in the air and also the skiing and stuff like that. I honestly just would want to be a part of that. But about the Super Bowl or WrestleMania, for me as a football fan, not really into wrestling, probably the Super Bowl, because if I went to WrestleMania, I probably have no idea like who the wrestlers are. The only two wrestlers I probably would know is Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey in the WWE. But other than that, I'd be like, who is this guy? That guy? Who's she? Who's that?
No,
Isaiah, what's the difference? You still don't know people in the NFL.
Good point.
It's fair.
No, I mean, honestly, yeah. For me, it's WrestleMania. Definitely. Someday, if it gets to Chicago or somewhere close by, I'm definitely going to look into going. Isaiah threw out a good one. Go to like the Winter or Summer Olympics. I mean, it would be a good one.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're taking me with you.
So, but yeah, I can't believe the prices of how much to do things. I think I saw something too. It's like $5,000 to park anywhere near the stadium.
Pocket change.
Yeah, no.
Maybe for you, Sarge. I mean,
that's what I get for saving up all those pennies. Right?
Yeah. Well, compared to Jerry,
Isaiah, you
Jones,
posted something
Jerry Jones
yesterday.
is cheaper.
What country did you have people in your airport with the other day? Did you say that?
Yeah, it was the people from the I believe the Swiss junior hockey team, or
okay,
yeah, one of those.
Did you talk hockey with them?
He better not have.
I tried, and it was bad. I was asking them, like, what positions do they play, and it was just bad. Like, I asked them what positions do they play.
Did you
and
ask them if they wanted to hold the big cup at the end of the hockey season? Is that their dream? The big trophy?
I asked them what like why they're here in the U.S. and what championships like are they here for and all of that stuff. And it was hard, but I did manage to keep up with them. I did fumble a bit, with saying like, yeah, some of the positions like. I was asking him like, "Hey, you play like shooting guard?" At one point, I even said that. Like,
you said,
"Oh dear God!"
It was bad.
Yeah, really.
And then I think the other one I said was like mid wing or midfielder or whatever, but I guess that's like soccer or something.
That's soccer. Midfielder is the position in soccer.
God,
it was
just
bad.
to be a fly on the wall when Isaiah talks to people about sports.
Yep.
So. All right. So I found some simple, easy trivia questions here.
Okay.
We'll see how kind of kiddish, but we'll see what we get here. Start with Isaiah. First one. How many legs does a spider have?
Oh my God.
Ooh, spider.
Spider.
12.
How many?
You said
12.
What?
No.
My son's in the background here yelling, 8. It's 8, Isaiah. It's 8. All right,
where'd you
Chrissy.
get the extra 4 legs? I'm trying to figure that one out.
I don't know.
All right. Speaking of Toy Story,
Ooh.
what's the name of the cowboy?
Woody.
All right.
I watch every single
All right,
one
Woody.
of them.
Chris has got one. We'll go up to Trevor here. Let's see. I won't do that. Name a place where you go see lots of animals.
The zoo.
All right.
Petting zoo.
All right. Chris. I'm going to say that one for Isaiah because I can't wait to hear
Ooh,
this.
Ooh, there's a good one there.
Yeah.
Chris,
Right.
what is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan?
Peter Pan.
Tinkerbell.
All right.
Yay.
All right, Isaiah.
Sorry, buddy, but I don't know.
Whose nose grows longer every time he lies?
Wait, what?
Whose nose grows every time he lies?
Oh, it's that like the boy, that wooden toy boy. I'm trying to remember his name. Is it Pocahontas?
Wrong.
What's that?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. The wooden puppet.
How you get from boy to Pocahontas? How'd you make the jump? Explain yourself.
Oh,
You had
God.
the P, but you just went to a complete other gender.
The wooden boy
I don't know.
and the letter P.
Jeez.
Pocahontas. Nice.
Honest. Oh, jeez.
All right, Chrissy.
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that one. In the nursery, I should say this one for Isaiah.
Save it for
Okay, we'll say that one for Isaiah. Where does the president of the where does the president of the United States live?
in the White House in Washington, D.C.
All right, Trevor. How many planets are in our solar system?
We're saying 8.
You're right.
I say
should
9,
that
but
one.
one
I
got,
want to
got
say
discounted.
9, but Pluto's not a planet.
Yeah, Pluto's not a
No.
planet. I wish it
I know
was.
that it was a planet when I grew up.
I didn't know if it
Well,
was
it
gonna be a
is.
trick
It's a
question.
dwarf.
That's why I
decided,
hesitated.
yeah, we don't want Pluto to be a planet. I mean,
Yeah, we
It's
want
a
Pluto to be a
dwarf
planet.
planet.
Let there be 9, not 8.
It's a dwarf
All right.
planet, so we're
all right, Chris.
Yes.
Which ocean is off of the California coast?
Don't know that.
Pacific.
Yes. All right. In the nursery rhyme, Isaiah, Jack and Jill. In the nursery rhyme, Jack and Jill. What did Jack and Jill go up the hill to fetch?
Frisbee.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch them.
Blank, blank, blank.
Oh, beanstalk.
What?
No.
Aren't we the ones that went up the hill to get that beanstalk? Or
No, that's
What's-
no, that's a
To
Jack
fetch a
and
pail
Jill
of
up the hill
water.
to fetch a pail of water.
Pail of water.
Big B's kids are beating me right now.
My son is killing you, Isaiah.
Yeah.
And yes, we will let Colin know that too, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Chrissy, what fruit do kids typically give their teachers?
Apples.
All right.
I did it.
Trevor, in the response to "See you later, alligator," what's the rest of that?
In a while, crocodile.
Yep. Let's see. Chris, who is Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? We'll give you an easy one there.
Minnie Mouse.
Yay.
Let's see. Did I pass what I wanted Isaiah to answer? No, not
You
yet.
probably did.
I probably
Chance.
should.
Yeah.
Okay, Isaiah, you should get this one.
I just want to get one, just not get shit.
According to Dr. Seuss books, who stole Christmas?
The Grinch.
All
Bingo!
right. All right.
Isaiah, you did it.
We reached expectations.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Chrissy, what type of fish is Nemo?
He's a clownfish.
All right. Trevor. We'll say that one for Isaiah.
Oh my god.
What do you use to write on a chalkboard with?
Chalk.
Oh, it's a blackboard. I'm sorry, I said chalk.
I'm like,
Oh.
he gave me the answer, but okay.
Yeah. Let's see. How many pairs of wings do a bee have? How many pairs of wings?
4.
No. Isaiah, how many wings does a bee have? I just want to hear your answer.
I have a stuffed bee at home, so I'm trying to look at the wings. Remember the wings right now. I'll go with 5.
5.
Did I get it?
No, they only have 2 sets of wings. All right. Let's see here. Which one did I pass up that I wanted to get?
Oh gosh.
All right.
Oh my
What
god.
do caterpillars turn into?
Caterpillars. Butterflies.
Oh,
Yeah.
got
There
2,
you
Isaiah.
go. There you go, Isaiah.
He's on a roll. He's trying to-
Rolling.
Chrissy, what do bees make?
Honey.
All right. Trevor, when do leaves die?
When did leaves die? Fall.
Yep. All right. Chris, what kind of cat is considered bad luck?
Black cat.
All
Oh.
right.
Ooh.
Shoot, I have one here.
Really?
All right,
thought it was
Isaiah. All right,
What?
Isaiah. What is a dough?
A what?
What is a dough?
Something that you use to make pizzas with and bread and breadsticks and all that stuff.
No.
All right, let's spell it. DOE. What kind of animal is a dough? We'll do it that way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the canned pineapples. You know the Dole pineapple can?
We said animal. How you going to food
Animal,
again?
not fruit.
What kind of animal is a doe?
No idea.
A doe, a deer, a female,
Female
deer.
deer.
God, did you not go to school?
A few of my
I mean,
favorite
really?
things.
Remember, Isaiah went to a school that had gym class for cooking. At one point, he did say that.
When you spelled it, DOE, I was gonna say the Department of Education.
What?
Oh,
Yikes.
God, Isaiah.
Oh, brother.
I've honestly never heard of a doe as an animal.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly never did.
All right.
Oh lordy.
Let's see here. Let's go back. Let's go do some movie trailers, but those popped up a little harder. Okay.
Hmm.
So we're on Chrissy here.
Yep.
What's a group of lions called?
A pride.
And not Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The pride.
Trevor, what is the fastest land animal?
Cheetah.
All right. I'm going to say that one for Isaiah. Chris, who wrote Hamlet?
Shakespeare.
All right, Isaiah.
Here we go.
What kind of animal was Apu in Aladdin?
What?
What kind of animal was Apu in Aladdin?
A pig.
Anybody?
It's a monkey.
He's a monkey. Yes, a monkey.
I never watched Aladdin. This is so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Oh, you need to get a Disney Plus subscription and watch that
No
movie.
kidding.
Isaiah.
No kidding.
Now I'm
Chrissy,
gonna
get-
on a farm, what is a kid called?
Say what?
On a farm?
Oh, on a
What?
farm?
Yeah, what is a kid? What kind of animal?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Yelling kids in the background. Holy moly. Yeah. Trying to think of kid. I can't remember.
Baby goat.
Oh, baby goat. Oh.
Trevor, what is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl?
I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't know that.
Oh.
I am. I've seen him.
Yeah, it's Hedwig.
Hedwig. Yeah. Hedwig, the beautiful white owl.
Oh, and Isaiah left. I had a good one for
Gone.
him.
Oh, darn.
I'm sure it'll be back.
What is Chris? What is Batman's crime-fighting partner?
Robin.
All right.
There.
All right, so the one I had for Isaiah was in the nurse. We can all say what his answer was going to be.
Right.
In the nursery rhyme, who sat on the wall before he had a great fall?
Oh,
Humpty Dumpty.
But I gotta think of an Isaiah answer.
You gotta think of an answer, not the actual one.
He'll be like, "Is this something that's sat on the wall?"
Something to do with an egg.
Yeah,
I think it's something with an egg.
Something to do with an egg.
Yeah, you know, I wish I would have loved
The
to
big
see
bad
the
wolf.
The big
Pinocchio,
That'd be such an Isaiah thing for him to
Pocahontas.
say. Big bad wolf instead of Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, no,
He would totally said that.
oh my God, he cracks me up sometimes. We'll definitely have to get Colin to listen to those answers.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, I got nothing more. I don't know, Chrissy, you got something that you want to chit chat about?
Nah, not really.
Nah?
Nothing
All
comes
right.
to mind, at least.
All right, so Chris, why don't you head us out? What do we got going on C2C?
yeah. Tomorrow we got a interview with a referee with USA Hockey, and then just watch Coast to Coast and keep up with all of our great shows.
Yep. Trevor, what do you got going on with MI6 and stuff you got going on?
So MI6, we got 6 for 6 on Wednesday around 3 p.m. Pacific time, and then No BS will return on Thursday, looking towards the Super Bowl, coming up with the script for that. And I know we have our weekend programs with Extra Point with Loro, and I don't know if Wild Sports Talk is happening Friday or not, but I know that's a Monday show. But that's what's going on in the MI6 world.
All right, Chrissy, what you got going on? I know you're here and there on Coast to Coast, but
Kicking it with Isaiah and Ace, of course,
yep.
and Between the Ropes on Sunday, which is
Yep.
always a lot of fun.
All right.
So just keep an eye on that stuff. I'll probably be popping up on those shows for sure.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, keep checking us out. In about an hour and 15 minutes, we'll have Tuesday Night Mania, where we break down AEW, Impact, rumors, speculations, wrestler. It's a great time with Will from Top Rope Collectibles, Adam, Joe, myself.
Oh, yeah.
So check us out 9 o'clock hour Central Time. So with that being said, check us all out on either Coast to Coast or MI6, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Good night.